Hey everybody, welcome back to Trinity Dairy. Don't forget to like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Leave a comment. We always enjoy reading those. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Today's July 31st, 2024. Pretty nice out today. It's been hot. We've been getting pop-up rain showers. The last blast we got that came through, we got 1.5 inches of rain in about an hour. There was quite a bit of wind with it too, but I was really worried about these oats here, and they fared very well. God's definitely, our prayers have been working to keep these up, because there's a couple of spots that it's leaned a little bit, but really nothing lodged at all. And they are looking really good. So the plan is, so today is Wednesday. There's a chance of some storms tonight and tomorrow morning. And then it's looking like Friday. Friday for sure is supposed to be really hot, like 90 and sunny. And then Saturday, they've been back and forth. You look at it sometimes, they say nice. Then you look at the next time, they're talking storms. So I'm not sure how that's going to be. But anyway, the plan is, I think, to try to get started combining anyway on Friday. Get the combine over here. These oats are, I think they're ready to go. They definitely look good to me. Now we're gonna straight cut these. Normally, for basically my whole life, we swathed oats. That was just what you did, so they dry out good. So if there's any weeds or grass, that dries out. And I normally would have done the same this year. But with these pop-up storms we've been having, and they change the forecast every 10 minutes, I did not want to have these laying in a windrow, because if you get that shower that came through the other night there where we got 1.5 inches of rain, if I would have had this swathed, I might as well have just chopped them back on the field, because they're going to be pretty big swaths. These oats, as I'm standing right next to here, they're almost chest high to me. So there's going to be some big windrows here. So if I can leave them standing, that's just going to be way better. But I also want to try to get them, now the oats are mature, so they're not growing anymore. Whatever weeds or anything or grass that is coming up underneath is going to continue to grow. So I want to get them out of here before that stuff gets up into the grain too bad. So anyway, and I'm just so thankful for these. We are so blessed with this crop of oats. They're just beautiful. So now we gotta get them in the bin. So anyway, what we're gonna be working on today, my dad and Jordan got the combine running the other day, so we know that's going. The only thing we got to do is take the pickup head off and put the straight cut head on, but that's not too big of a job. So, and then once I get that over here, it's going to be combine what we can. They got about 30 acres, so I don't know if we won't be able to get that all done in a day, I'm sure, just because the dew, we've had really heavy dew. So you got to let the oats dry out before you start combining, and so we'll see how things go. But at least if I can get it over here, if a storm comes through, try to get it tarped. I don't have a shed big enough to put the combine in, so I can't get it inside out of the rain, but try to tarp it anyway and get this stuff done. Been working on the grain bin, got that cleaned out. I got to get some sealant to go around the bottom. The sealant has been years since it's been done. It's pretty much gone now. Get the elevator pulled out, oiled up. Get that set up. With that old shed being gone, next to that bin, I'm gonna see if possibly I can set the elevator up and leave it, and maybe there'll still be enough room for the milk truck. I'm not sure. Otherwise we'll have to take it up and down. But so anyway, that's what we're gonna be messing with today. Might get some hay picked up. I got a lot of round bales on the ground that need to get brought home and put in, fill up the shed and get them yarded up at home. I've got a lot more to make yet. I've still got about probably 20-25 acres of first crop yet to make. That's just been, we've been getting these rains every other day, so there just hasn't been a window to get it done. I've got some second crop that could be cut here pretty soon too. This field that we're in now, It's not super tall. There's places it's really nice, but the alfalfa has all bloomed. I think this really hot weather, we've been having a lot of upper 80s, 90s. And I think that just caused that alfalfa to just bloom out earlier than what it should have. But the grass is nice and soft yet, so. And there's not a lot of alfalfa in this piece. It's getting kind of petered out. But anyway, we're gonna head back in the yard, get some stuff ready. The boys have been cleaning calf pens, so they're gonna be working on that. And we'll see what we can get done today. Well, another project I'm working on today. So this is our hay shed over along the driveway. It's kind of just a flat roofed shed. And I've stacked round bales in here. I've had some straw in here the last few years, and haven't gotten a chance to get in here and clean it back down to dirt. So I've had a lot of broken straw bales and loose hay and stuff that's accumulated. So I got that all scraped up. I'm going to get that hauled out here with the spreader once the boys are done with it. This shed, I need to get up on the roof. So we got all these pine trees. It's kind of surrounded by pines here. So you get a lot of pine needles built up on the roof. And this isn't one full sheet of tin the whole length. It's like 3 different sheets, so there's seams. So when the pine needles get built up on there, the water backs up and then it leaks through the seams. So I got to get up there, clean it off. It should actually get new tin. I've kind of been looking to find some full length sheets of tin, just some used tin. I've come across some of it, but it's been quite a haul away, so I haven't had time to run out and get it, and then it's usually gone by the time I have time to go get it. So, but this shed does need some attention. It is nice to put hay in. And then I also have I've got a spot there that we had a tree top broke off and punched through. So when I had some hay in here before, I moved it. So there was just ground under there. So there was no hay under that spot. But I got to get up there, get that fixed. We also had another spot that a tree fell and hit it and kind of bent that down. So it's a good shed. It's nice, keep hay and stuff in, but it's kind of been neglected over the years. So I need to get on that and get some work done on it. But before I go up on that roof, I want to get some hay in here, just because this tin, I know it's getting rusty. If there's a rotten board underneath or a thin spot, I'd rather fall a couple feet down to some bales than fall, 14 feet to the ground. So yeah, that's what we're going to do, is get this cleaned out, get some hay in here. That way I can go up on the roof and not have to worry so much about falling all the way to the ground.
But there was one.
One Grandma Papa's has wheels on here instead of slides. Well, there it is. Got that all put up. That went pretty good. I had to kind of get the right angle. That was a little bit tricky, but we got it in there. I thought about putting the skid steer on it. I could have maybe doctored it in there a little better, but I think that'll work all right the way it is. I think there's plenty of room for the milk truck to get around here. The feed truck will be coming tonight, so we'll see if he can make it around here okay, but I think he'll be able to. I'll probably get this hay elevator out of the way. That way it gives them a little more room. They can take it a little wider. But that'll be, if I can leave this here, that'll be really nice. So I don't have to take it up and down every time there's a rain cloud that comes through and I can't combine for a day and whatever. So if I can leave it here, that'll be great. I know for the other bin, I have to put that in from the other side. That has to come down. But I don't know if I'll wind up using the other bin or not. I think these are about 1,200 bushel bins. So I would think, I mean, unless we get big storm damage between now and when I combine, if I can get everything harvested, it should fill one bin for sure. Hopefully it'll fill the other, but I don't know. I guess we'll see what kind of yield it gets when we get into it, but it sure looks like it should yield out pretty good. But I'm going to fill this bin. If this one gets full, then we'll just put the rest in the other one. So yeah, when I get over to that one, we'll have to, it can't stay there, but majority of the time it's going to be here. So anyway, we're going to leave this here. I got to oil the chains yet, but I figured I can just do that here because I don't have anything to run this elevator with electric motor. I got to use a tractor, so I didn't want to have to hook it and unhook it and everything. I'll just oil it and grease it all here, and then that should take care of that. So anyway, I'm going to run up and get something to drink. It's getting pretty hot out. There's a nice breeze, but the sun is plenty warm, especially down here in the yard. It gets pretty hot. So we're going to go get a little drink, cool off a little, and then we're going to go clean that pile of stuff out of the hay shed.
Lines in it.
Yep. Well, there we go. All cleaned out. Ready to get some hay in here. Not sure, it's getting a little later in the day now. I don't know if I'll get any hay in here today or not. And I don't know if that hay, I haven't even checked those bales if they're dried out. It's not really drying very good today. I had a tarp in here that had some water on it and I pulled it out so it could dry, and that hasn't dried, and it's been out there all afternoon. So I don't want to stack those bales in here if they're wet. Get them stacked up, that's just going to make it mold more when they're stacked together, but we'll see what that looks like. Otherwise, it's getting close to chore time, so we'll probably be getting started with that, but we will get back to this project once we got some hay going in here. Just putting cows in now. We got a big storm rolling in. It's blowing like crazy. This is the first wind we've had like this. I don't know how the oats are going to handle this or anything else. If it gets any worse, we might have trees going down. All the white fluff that's blowing, that's all from thistles and stuff. Not good. Well, he made it around there. It was a little bit tight, but that's their bigger truck. I think it's probably pretty close to what the milk truck is. I might move these panels over a little bit too, or when the milk truck comes, I can take the panels right out of there. They move pretty easy. And I can, if I have to, I can raise this elevator up and shove it ahead more too. So I think it'll be all right there, but I wanted to check, seeing how he had the big truck. See how he made that corner, and it wasn't too bad. And the milk truck, they pull in a little bit different than he does too, so they'll have a little different angle at it. Hey everybody, well, we pretty much got chores wrapped up. The cows are just finishing off some grain. The storm passed us here now, and I came out to the oat field here to see what that looked like after that wind. So the first thing I wanted to say was they were forecasting that storm, and there's still some storm chances tonight and tomorrow yet, and even through the weekend could be pop-up storms. But I think Friday we're going to start hitting these oats and just have the tarp ready in case we need to throw it over the combine, because it's going to be trying to combine between storms. But anyway, so that wind hit. I did get some video of it there. I don't know how well it showed up on the video. I haven't really checked that yet, but it was some big wind. I've seen stronger wind, but I don't think I've seen any stronger wind all summer so far. That's the strongest one I've seen this year. So anyway, we got the cows in the barn. Justin had gone out to get them. We got in the barn, got the cows locked up, and the wind was getting worse, and there was stuff blowing around the yard. So we hadn't said our rosary yet for the day. So we decided, you know what, we'll say it now. So we broke out our rosaries and we started praying the rosary, and not much after that, the wind pretty much quit. I mean, other than a light breeze, and it hadn't started raining yet to that point. So we got that done, got the rosary done, takes about 15 minutes, and started sprinkling a little bit, and that's about all we got. I don't even think we got probably 1/10 of an inch of rain. And I looked at the radar before we started that, and there was a big red, well, you could see the storm coming, and it had a curve, which usually means a lot of wind. And right at the start of that curve was a big red band. And when we got done, I looked at my radar, and right where we were, that red band had separated. So, you know, people can say what they want. I am a firm believer in the power of prayer, in the power of God, and especially in the power of the rosary, that specific prayer. I have seen that happen on multiple occasions. I've seen it happen for storms that were coming, and I've seen it happen in years where we couldn't get rain, and we would somehow get a rain. So I just wanted to tell you that, and I was going to flip you around here and show you these oats after this storm had gone through, and so you can take a look at them for yourself. So I mean, yeah, there's virtually nothing down. Some of those spots there, it's a little bit wavy, but it's far from down. Like that spot, where's my finger at there? Like there, those were spots on my corners that I missed, so there was never any oats there anyway. But it's amazing. Just amazing. So anyway, I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. I had to come out and see it. Jen had come out after we got done with chores, and she had looked, and she's like, yeah, there's really nothing down any more than it was before, so I wanted to come out and see. It's just stuff like that. It's amazing. And I've had that happen this year alone just with this field quite a few times where there's storms that I figured this would have been flat and it really wasn't touched. So anyway, I'm going to head back now, get some supper, and probably call it a day, and we'll see what comes up tomorrow.